Hey guys, I'm here with another unboxing from the HK Now store. I wasn't expecting to upload another one quite so soon. This particular order was placed about 2 weeks after the previous one. The previous one arrived in exactly 3 weeks to the day. This one arrived in exactly 10 days, so it's actually arrived only 2 days later than my last one, even though I ordered them a couple of weeks apart. I'm very, very excited about this one, as you've probably seen in the title and the description. It includes a lot of cuboid type puzzles, which I'm very, very excited to see. I've bought some quite high order ones, so you'll see for yourself in a second. So yeah, let's dive in here and see what we've got. Just to say though, 10 days to come all the way from Hong Kong with free, when the shipping is absolutely free, I think is amazing. I've had parcels in domestic post that took longer than that, so I think that's very impressive. I don't know whether I got an upgrade or something from what I usually use, or whether it was just pure luck, but yeah, I'm very, very impressed that this arrived this quickly. I'm going to be a bit more careful with the knife this time. I noticed while watching the last unboxing video back, that I actually nearly sliced half my thumb off while I'm opening the last one. I didn't notice at the time, I only noticed when I was watching the video, so let's do it properly, make sure I cut away from my hands. I really don't want to be posting a load of my blood on YouTube. Okay, here we go. Nothing, I don't know where that came from. So, first of all, this is, I don't know how you pronounce this. This is AE or RE, AYI, it's spelled, the design of this puzzle. This is the 4x4 by 5 cuboid. So I'm going to give you a few first thoughts on each puzzle as I pull them out. Now that actually turns very smoothly. That layer there is a little bit sticky. Clicks a bit. Feels like it's kind of catching slightly, and that one does as well. I'm sure it just needs a bit of breaking in. Yeah, the rest turn quite smoothly. These layers turn very well actually. These outer layers. That's very nice. Now I've never solved a cuboid of this order before, so I'm not entirely certain how you go about this. I've got a couple of ideas or strategies based on how I've solved other cuboids and 4x4 puzzles, the 4x4 Rubik cube, but I'm not entirely certain how it applies to the cuboid puzzle, so I'm very interested to find out. I'm probably going to see this about each one of the puzzles anyway, but I'm very excited to play with this. Obviously I'm hoping there's some stickers somewhere in the box. It does annoy me a little bit when puzzles come without stickers. I really don't like putting stickers on puzzles. I'm not very good at getting them straight and looking good, so I always prefer them to come with them, but oh well. Them's the breaks. Moving on to the next one. Now this is I've seen this called, I think it's the Axe Cube, something like that. I've also called it, something like a tri-pyramid or something like that. It's just a 3x3 check. Oh, I can't speak. A 3x3 shape mod. I imagine there's some definite parity possibilities with this, because obviously you've got pieces that are identical in these triangles, so if you get them mixed up and put in the wrong place, you're going to get parity errors with those. But yeah, it's just a cheap little puzzle, and yeah, it turns very nicely, and I'm sure it'll be fun. I do enjoy the 3x3 shape mod simply because they add a different perspective, even though you know how to solve them, sort of thing. You know all the algorithms you need to solve them from solving a regular 3x3 Rubik cube. Because of the different colours and different patterns on them, you actually have to solve them slightly differently. So I do enjoy these, especially considering the price of them. I think they're great value for money. And next we have, this one I am excited about. I've seen nothing but great reviews about this puzzle. This is Tom Z's Crazy Copter. Every review I've seen about this puzzle just raves about how good it is. So I'm very interested to see what this is like for myself. Oh wow, that is so smooth. If you don't know about this puzzle, but basically it's a kind of a helicopter cube that turns better. So each of the edge pieces turns like this. So of course you'll swap corners around like that. But also there's a jumbling move, which, let's see if I can find it quickly. As I say, I've never played with one of these before, so I'm not entirely certain exactly where it is. I don't want to spend too long on it. I think I see where it goes. I think it might be around there. There it is, yeah. As you can see, these pieces then pop out and get jumbled, and apparently it can get quite bandaged quite quickly. From what I understand, it's not too difficult to solve if you only use these kind of moves. Once you start jumbling, it can become very difficult very quickly, from what I understand, so this should be a lot of fun. And next out of the box is another crazy 3x3. I already have the Jupiter. This is the Mercury version. I ordered the two different versions because I wanted the two opposite types, basically. The Jupiter has 5 faces that are free turning and 1 that is fixed. This Mercury one has 5 faces that are fixed and 1 that turns freely, and you can put the two together to, well, let me put that better way. You can disassemble them and assemble them with the 2 different types, so you've got 6 types of every face, so you can actually make all the other crazy planet cubes out of just these 2 cubes by just removing the centres and putting different ones in. So yeah, I'll look forward to playing with that some more. Again, it's become unsticky, and I must admit I found stickering the previous one quite a pain, so oh well, but that's the way it goes. It has to be done. Let's get rid of the bubble wrap. This is another 3x3 shape mod. It's called a rhombahedron or something like that. I've also seen it called a blade cube. Again, it gets some shape shifts quite wildly, so the piece recognition is going to be quite difficult, I think, in places, exactly what you're looking at. As you can see, it changes its shape quite significantly and gets messed up very quickly. So yeah, that should be quite fun to play with. Once it's scrambled up, it's going to look a complete and utter mess, I think. Let's have a quick look at a checkerboard pattern and see what it's like. So, yeah. That. And you can see it looks quite crazy, that. That's very interesting. I'm curious what that'd be like to solve. It's locking up a little bit there. Probably just not quite lined up right. It turns quite well, but I've found with other puzzles of this type, if you don't have them lined up exactly right, then they don't do any kind of corner cutting, and they can be quite difficult to turn. So you do have to be a bit careful when you're turning these kind of things. But as I've said on the other one, on the Axe Cube over there, I do enjoy these puzzles very much, and I think they're well worth the money. They're cheap little puzzles, and with hours of fun included, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so the next one in the box is this is the Axis Cube. This is another 3x3 shape mod, basically. As far as I understand, anyway. Yeah, so you can see the 3 layers across there. You've got one layer that turns there, another layer that turns there, and then there's this edge here, and that happens in all directions. So again, let's see if we can do a quick checkerboard pattern on it and see how it looks. So again, it's more about kind of figuring out exactly what pieces go where when solving these, since you should probably already know how to solve the basic Rubik cube before you start. Wow, now that's messed up. That's cool. I like that. And one thing you do tend to find with these actually is they behave a bit kind of like a super cube, in that you have to orient the centre pieces correctly to solve the puzzle. So that just adds another small extra dimension to the puzzle. I mean, it's not difficult once you know how to do it. It's fairly straightforward. But yeah, I enjoy these. And next we have another one of the Diane Bermuda cubes. I can't remember which version I ordered. This is the Venus cube. This is that's for something else. Another one of the Venus, the Bermuda cubes that turn in very weird ways. They've got different bandagings on each different version of the puzzle. So this one's got two faces with large triangles that bandage certain moves, and yeah, I've played a little. I haven't played too much with it yet, but I got the Mercury version in my last order. I haven't actually solved that yet, but yeah, these look like a lot of fun to play with, and I do intend to buy the entire collection at some point. I must admit, the first one in this, this is pretty much the same. They turn okay, but they feel like they're a little bit stiff. They definitely could use some lubrication, these puzzles. But yeah, I mean, they're a quality puzzle and very much a lot of fun to play with. Next we have, okay, I know what this is. I think this is the full function 2x3x4 from MF8. Now this also, this little bag that I put away a minute ago, this also goes with the puzzle. For anybody that's not aware, this came out for sale. This caused quite a bit of controversy in the puzzling community. It came out for sale as a full function 2x3x4 cuboid. But as you get to, it's a shape-shifting puzzle. So if you turn it like that, you can start to shape-shift, as you can see. Now this is the first proper shape-shifting cuboid I've actually had, so that makes it interesting in itself. But I've seen other reviews. What happens is when you're solving it, this edge and this edge will actually become locked up and impossible to move. It's actually an internal bandaging mechanism. Now MF8 came out and said that they did it deliberately. It was a cultural difference between Chinese puzzlers and Western puzzlers and things like this. But basically every review I saw in English, people were not happy about it. So after the end of the production run of this puzzle, they decided to make a bunch of these little edge pieces that go inside the internal mechanism. I don't know exactly how they fit, but apparently it removes the problems with the puzzle. So I'm not very good at assembling things, so it may take me a lot of effort to actually do this, but I very much want to play with this puzzle in its what I see as its intended form. Whether MF8 are telling the truth or not is not my place to judge. MF8 are a brand that bring a lot of great mass-produced puzzles to the puzzling community, and they should be respected. I'm not going to make any judgments other than that. All I will say is I want it so it doesn't get bandaged, so I bought these extra two pieces to try and fix that. And next, okay, we've got some exciting stuff coming now. This, I think you can see what this is. Got some stickers, obviously. Yeah, I can tell by the stickers that it is what I think it is. This puzzle I'm very excited about. This is the Tom Z and MF8 3x4x5 cuboid. It's another shape-shifting puzzle. I have seen, I don't know exactly which one it is, but apparently there's a couple of little faces that have a tendency to pop up a bit if you're not careful, so apparently you do need to be a little bit careful when turning this. Apparently MF8 didn't completely follow Tom Z's original design. Yeah, I feel it's catching in a couple of places as I turn it there. It turns okay, it turns quite smoothly, but there are a couple of pieces catching. Obviously with some breaking in and lubrication, that will improve. Again, this is a shape-shifting puzzle, so because you've got two sides that have odd numbers of pieces, that means they will line up and you can shape-shift the puzzle. And again, I haven't had any shape-shifting cuboids before this, so I'm very much looking forward to playing with these. I think that's going to be a lot of fun to play with. It looks like a very interesting puzzle to solve. Again, from what I understand, it's used mostly cuboid algorithms, but I think, if I understand correctly, when you've got it or shape-shifted, it behaves like a 3x3, so you solve it like a 3x3 and that will return it to the cuboid shape, and then you use cuboid algorithms to finish solving it. Hopefully I'm right on that, but yeah, obviously I've got a sticker that one as well. I don't know if that's, yeah, it looks like I've got two different sets of stickers for that. Okay, next we have, we're down to the last few here, a box for, oh, this is a box for the A's 4x4x5 that I opened earlier on. And this is Calvin and Tom Z's 4x4x6 cuboid. Now, I've seen nothing but excellent reviews about this puzzle. Everybody that knows anything about these things seems to suggest that this is one of the best mass-produced cuboids there is available on the market, which is obviously a good thing. It's comes highly recommended by everybody I think that's played with it. From Tom Z, you can pretty much guarantee that it's going to be a good puzzle anyway. And yeah, I'm very much looking forward to playing with this, obviously. At least this one's stickered. Again, another shape-shifting puzzle because it's even numbered pieces on each side, so you've got 4x4x6. And again, as I understand it, once you've got it into the shape-shifted form, it becomes solvable using 4x4 method, as you would for a regular 4x4 cube. That would get it back into the cuboid shape, and then you use cuboid algorithms and parity algorithms to finish it off. As you can see, it's got the Calvin's puzzle logo there, and Tom Z's signature logo there. And oh, there's the stickers for the crazy 3x3. And the last puzzle out of the box is, this is very interesting as well, actually. I think this is Cube Twist. It's if you've seen Cube Twist's bandaged puzzles, this is the latest version of that, but basically you can make all the bandaged puzzles you want. I think it's called the Ultimate Bandaged Cube or something like that. So basically what you've got is a 3x3 cube with all these holes in it. And move that out of the way there for a second so I can get everything in view. All these bags of different pieces that you can connect to it to make bag space open in there. Comes with a stand, that's cool. And yeah, as you can see, there's masses of different pieces that you can connect to it to make all the bandaged cubes you want. What I plan to do with this is to I'm going to make the patterns that they sell as bandaged cubes to begin with. That's what I plan to do, and then once I've figured out how to solve those, then move on to some different designs. From what I've read on a couple of forums, there's something in the region of 3,700 different possible designs you can do with this. So obviously all you do is put all these pieces in, click them into place, and make yourself whatever patterns you fancy doing. So obviously you can turn these as you would any other cube, but these moves would be blocked by the pieces. The pieces come in all different sizes. You've got 3x1 pieces, 2x1 pieces, 2x3 pieces, 2x2 pieces, and yeah, I think there's many hours of fun coming up with that one. It turns very well at the moment. It's yeah, that feels like a very nice quality cube. So yeah, I think it's going to be lots of fun, and very much looking forward to playing with that. Okay, that's the end of the unboxing. I will be back with some reviews of all these puzzles, just to recap. I think we've got a lot there. We've got the 3x3, obviously Cube Twist I think it's Ultimate Bandage Cube, something like that. We've got the Tom Z and Calvin's 4x4x6, which is supposed to be an absolutely fabulous puzzle. Tom Z and MF8. Is it MF8? I'm not sure now, but yeah, I think it is. Tom Z's 3x4x5. Tom Z's and MF8's 2x3x4. The Diane Bermuda Cube Venus version. The Axis Cube. The 3x3 Crazy Planet Cube, which is the Mercury version. Tom's, I think I might have called this a crazy copter really, it's actually a curvy copter. This Tom Z's curvy copter. The Blade Cube. The Axe Cube. And finally the IE 4x4x5. So yeah, many hours of fun. I'm very much looking forward to play with these puzzles. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy these videos, please subscribe, please click like, and look out for more. There'll be many more coming. As I said, I'm going to do reviews on all these puzzles and probably some tutorials on different puzzles at some point. And so please check back and see what comes up in the future. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.